We're back. 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 Um, I kind of been debating if I'm going to continue this as a coach mode or if I'm going to just play regular. Um, it is interesting, just kind of like seeing how the computer decides to do maneuver some of the plays, but yeah, I'll see how I feel or whatnot. We're playing Utah. Let me look at my recruits. I'm at the top of most of these people. Yeah. All these are deal breakers for championship contender. Let me go ahead on. How much? I got 40 hours. Oh, dang. I didn't even see that. Let me, let me take that back. I didn't see that he was a bust. The bust too. Oh, so the ones I didn't pick up are all bust. So let me mm, see what this guy's about. Mm. Let me just do 10 and see one more scout. Okay. Let's move him on up. Alright, let's go into this game. Let's see. They got a top quarterback. Alright, let's go. I'm all wear the regular away jerseys.
Glad to have you along from Rice Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. Basically a month into the season, here in week 4, and teams are starting to reach a critical portion of the schedule. It's the Lions and the Utah Utes. Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sidelines. Holly?
Utah is turning the page with a new head coach, Morgan Scalley, for the first time in decades. Kyle Whittingham was a longtime coach there, built consistent success, back-to-back Rose Bowls, but by his side was Morgan Scalley, and when I interviewed him, he said, my logo has never changed. He's played at Utah, been an assistant coach at Utah, and will now lead the Utes into a new era. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Utes ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Lions offense will have the opening possession of the game. And here comes the guy that is a surgeon in this attack. We're expecting a masterclass in quarterback play as these two get set to square off.
Let's see. First play of the game.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The handoff. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Oh, wow.
This rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
Come on, man.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I got to rely on my defense.
Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Not a lot of room to field this one. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So the Utah Utes offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And they'll be met by this defensive front, which can wreak havoc.
Well, this is one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but David, he better have a clock going off in his head in this one, because this is one of the elite pass rushes in the entire nation as well. Their D-line is absolutely stocked and loaded with athleticism, with guys with bad intentions, and they built this D-line specifically for games like this.
Yeah, so he better be on time, right? Like, that ball needs to be able to come out. You just got to be careful. You don't get away with some of those liberties of holding on to the football, extending plays, because those dudes are in relentless pass rush mode, chasing after you. This will be a great chess match.
He'll keep it on second.
Oh, wow.
Down. Got the first down. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
Oh, yeah.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Okay.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. To the air, it's Dampier. They're all over it. Out wide right, it's Parker. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
The give.
Damn.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Utes come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Trying to slip through and pick it up. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
I think it's really important.
I'm not doing a good job of play calling today.
Early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Fires to the tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The handoff as they run the counter play here. All over him immediately.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Throws it off the RPO. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be first and goal.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on third and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football. Instead, they throw it, catch them off guard, and now they've got first and goal.
It's dropped after taking the hit.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Scanning the field, it's Dampier. Rushes on. Trying to get rid of it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And this D's given up a lot of yards, and it looks like a failed possession. But right here, they get a chance to save it. Nice job. They're forcing a passing third and goal situation here. Got to stay sticky to these wide receivers. One more down, and it would look like a really bad possession can turn into a field goal and a win for this defense.
Yes,
and the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
All right, so
now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. It's good, and that was dead solid coverage. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early. Playing at home, they want to get the crowd into it. So you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen. You set yourself up for a field goal. You knock it through the uprights. You've got the lead. Everything right now looking good.
The Lions ready to get things going as the offense takes the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Play action on first down. Right side, it's Winston. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. But the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
oh,
Nowhere to go.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
This is why Rice Eccles, one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your third down conversion in the midst of this. Unloads to the wideout. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down. The Lions will punt this one away.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on third down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Could not make his way to the corner.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game. Let's just get him into a rhythm.
They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker. The Utes will try to pin them back with the punt.
Find a way to do something on offense.
Searching for space. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. The Lions ready to get things going as the offense takes the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. First play of this drive. And they can't make the connection.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds his target. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Sells the run, looking to pass. Throwing right. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
Well, the offense is trying to make it look like runs, so they play fake, and the tight end, he comes right out of his stance, vertical downfield, gets one-on-one with a much smaller DB, and is able to make the catch for a big gain.
On the move, it's Blake. Breaks into the open.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Selling the fake. Complete. Nice move. Creates some space. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
And that's a really good job by the quarterback, man. You run the play action, you want to take a shot. Nice job taking the check down. Running back does the rest and chews up some yardage.
The Lions, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got out of trouble and throws. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. We've reached a break. It's Utah holding the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. They've We've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. A first down run on the doorstep. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Lions! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
Number 38, set to advance on the football.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead down 7-3. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Here's a gift to Parker. There he goes. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Tight end now in motion. Might as well give it to him again. There's some room. He's past the marker. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down in the 49.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Look out! They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And they didn't have to blitz. They brought in the dime package, more speed on the field so we can cover in the back end and then let the D-line do what great D-line do.
And the Utes will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Oh, he's going to bring it back from right in front of his own end zone. Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. That is coverage just the way they designed it, and they've got him backed up. Wide receiver going in motion. Finds space. It's Blake. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Snags it down the right side. He's loose. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Lions.
And, man, what a game-changing type play. The offense throwing the football deep in their own end, and they're probably thinking to themselves, hey, let's just get some more space. Let's try to get a first down and give ourselves room to work with. What an individual effort by the receiver after he had the ball in his hand, taking it all the way, coast to coast on that touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they cap it off by saying so much for bad field position, a 91-yard scoring toss. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some...
Makes a grab and room to run. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Back to pass. It's Dampier. Makes the grab. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Really excited to see what Utah is going to do this year. You're so used, David. We were for years seeing Kyle Whittingham strolling the sidelines for Utah. Obviously, he's now off in Ann Arbor, but with Dampier back at quarterback, they've got the pieces. And the Big 12 every year we know is so wide open. If Utah can continue to be physical, they had some big losses, especially along the offensive line. I think this could be a special season in Salt Lake City.
Yeah, and you saw a lot of good moments from Dampier. I mean, this guy can scramble.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the third on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Quick give. It's Brigg. They get him stopped, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. The Utes will bring the punt team onto the field.
Number 92 on to kick it away.
And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. The Lions ready to get things going as the offense takes the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll go to the counter. Sees a crease. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw one first. Throws to the wideout. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
It's a fumble. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. I don't know if it was, and it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on third down. It's complete to the left. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Spits it out to the back. Makes the catch. It's Blake. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
The Lions have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Out wide right, it's Blake. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Timeout called by the Utes. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The play fake. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Lions! Middle of the end zone, he's got it! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Right side, it's Brink. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Back to throw, it's Dampier. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Utes will send out the punt unit.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
Looks it in. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Hey, guys, on the Lions sideline right now, there is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Looking to throw for it. The quick out. Got room at the 35. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Blake. Breaks the tackle, and he's got room. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They get the timeout called here and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We begin with the Texas A&M Aggies in their matchup against the number 2 team, the LSU Tigers. And it's the Aggies able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. It evens up their record at 2-2 on the season following a nice home win. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game at Rice-Eccles Stadium. This wideout is enjoying a stellar day. 2 of those catches in the first half were 2 of the better grabs I've seen all season. And, of course, his overall stat line is helping the only stat that really matters, the scoreboard. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Rice-Eccles Stadium.
Will line up to kick off and start the second half. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
Guys, I caught up with the Lions head coach. They are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Turns it upfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And as soon as they're receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking for a man. It's Dampier. Fires to the middle. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
The Lions ready to get things going as the offense takes the field. So after that turnover, they can add to this already sizable lead with their first drive of this second half. On the ground, it's Blake. Runs through the tackle. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is a sophomore offensive lineman down on the play, and we hope he's able to return soon. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Keep it on the ground. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Fires to the middle. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Yeah, and these big fellas, man, they can run so well at their size. A lot of times you see these tight ends, they don't necessarily run around you, but so physical to be able to break tackles and then make those extra yards after the catch.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Back's got it on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
The Lions go back to work after moving the chains through the air. To the back. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. The fake wants to throw. Gets away. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Those play-action passes take a little bit longer to develop, right? Because you still have the fake, and then the quarterback turns his back to the defense, has to reset. You got to protect him a little bit better than that, or the fake's got to be a lot better.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Sells the run, wants to pass. Complete to the right. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
What a throw on first down, the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But
right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Utah! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Hey, jogging. So they going for
Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. Sets his feet. It's Dampier. And the quarterback is sacked. Big play by the defense that is probably going to be wiped out by that penalty flag. I think they jumped offside.
Number 17, set to kick off.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Lions ready to get things going as the offense takes the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Back to pass on second down. In the backfield, it's Blake. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Coverage unit all over him, stopped immediately. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. They'll run it. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Red pass hits complete. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. He'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down. New set of downs after the completion. The run inside. It's Bray. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Still looking. He'll try to do it himself. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. The Utes are moving quickly down the field. Fresh set of downs going up top. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. They'll need a bunch on second down. Got him quickly. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
And the Utes will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 5th kick of the night. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. The Lions ready to get things going as the offense takes the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. On the draw, it's Blake. Spins away from the defender. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll ride him again. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. 2nd down to the air. In traffic, it's Winston. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this 3rd period with a big play. What a day it's been on the ground for these 2 guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
And you hear people talk about the 4-minute offense all the time in football. What does that mean? That means you're getting 1st downs, running the clock, and just right now physically dominating up front. Nice job by this offense.
The Lions will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Lions! And the route is on. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. They march 72 yards, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. Off play action on first down. Got his man on the right. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late.
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Touchdown, Lions! The defense takes matters into its own hands. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And all this defense has done all game long is be absolutely dominant. They have been shutting them out, whether they've tried running it, whether they've tried throwing it. They've been creating takeaways. You get the pick six right there. You just can't say enough good things about how this defense has played today.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point.
Number 38, set to kick this one away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They'll move the tight end. Play action on first down. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Dropping back, it's Dampier. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The Lions ready to get things going as the offense takes the field. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. They'll move the wide receiver. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And this defense has been flying around. They are everywhere. There's 6 sacks on the day, spreading it around, multiple people coming from every angle. This QB has had a nightmare of a day.
The Utes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Hits the hole. It's Bray. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. And the Utes send out the punt unit. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Making his first move. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Lions ready to get things going as the offense takes the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. On the move, he fires. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
When I see the defense in man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner. Trying to get a great matchup on the outside, take advantage of it to make big plays.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Intercepted, and he's got a convoy with him. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Sets his feet. It's Dampier. He's got it. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. The Utes line up to punt it away.
Number 92, on to punch it away.
The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Lions ready to get things going as the offense takes the field. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the fourth quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
Wants to go up top on second down. Out wide right, it's Douglas.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
And that will be in the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.
Alright, so still undefeated. Another conference victory. So that's good. Was a little scary at the beginning, but we pulled off the victory. Till next time.